are you bored of using PowerPoint as a presentation tool? Are you finding your viewers are not as engaged as you would like them to be? And are you spending ages creating a presentation? Well, I'm going to show you a really cool tool you can use to make your presentations more engaging, but not only that, save you time in the creation of this presentation. But before I do continue, please like, subscribe and share. So I've got a presentation opened up here in Microsoft PowerPoint. I'm going to generate a similar looking presentation to the one I've created here in a tool called Gamma.app. Now you can go to Gamma.app in your web browser by just simply clicking the URL Gamma.app, and you create a free account. I've currently got a free account here, and if you look at the top right hand corner, I've got 400 credits available to utilize within the software. When you go into Gamma.app, you will see this screen. I've clicked on Gamma there and it comes up with this screen here. At the top you've got three buttons. You've got create new using AI, new from blank, and if I click on the down arrow next to it, it will show you what sort of documents you can create. You can create a presentation using different orientations, like a traditional tall one. You can create a specific document, a pageless one, a letter, an A4 document, but also you can create social media posts for the use of Instagram or LinkedIn, or a square post there, good for Instagram to be fair, and stories, good for TikTok and Instagram, but you can also create websites as well there. But what I'm going to do for the purpose of this video is show you how to create a presentation within this document. So the first bit I'm going to do is do this, or show you how to do this, choosing new from blank and choose a traditional size for PowerPoint or Google Slides or even Keynote or something like that. So I'm going to click on traditional, and when I do click on traditional, it will load up this screen here. So it's just taking a few moments to create those slides, and there you go. So you've got the first slide, you've got the second slide, so on and so forth. So what you can do is start creating or start drafting out your presentation or your slides there. But you can see at the top left hand corner here, you got a card styling. You can style out the layout of those slides. They call them cards, but I'm going to call them slides, sorry about that. And then you can obviously put full bleed on, depending on if you want to print it or not, or change the alignment of your text. Now here, this is an interesting one. This is the edit with AI option. So you can use AI to improve your writing, fix spelling and grammar, simplify your language, so on and so forth. But each time you use one of these options, you're going to use 5 credits each time here. And remember, going back to my earlier point, I've got 400 credits there. So you can check that out, which may be quite nice. But you can also, at the bottom, you can chat with AI to give you some inspiration in terms of what you want to create. And on the right side, you've got some more options here. So you've got some templates you can choose. If I click on that one, you've got some other templates for layouts you can use to create your slide deck or card deck here in this instance within this package. You've got smart layouts there. If I click on that, you've got different layouts to choose from. You've got basic blocks for your text. You've got an image section where you can add, upload images. You've got one for video and media. You've got one where you can embed apps and web pages within this specific slide deck or card deck here. You've got an option here for charts and diagrams, and also you can add forms and buttons to really make your presentation interactive. And that was a key thing. That's the purpose of this video. So it's an alternative to Microsoft PowerPoint to make it more engaging, make it more interactive. But I'm going to switch back to the other tab, this first tab, and we're going to check out actually create new document using AI. So I'm going to click on that, and what I want to do here is create a presentation with the same title actually as this PowerPoint presentation, Importance of Digital Skills in the Workplace. Let me just copy this title so it's exact for when I do create. So there's 3 options when you click on the create with AI. The first option, if you've got some text, some notes from your PowerPoint presentation or a document, you can paste in that text and it will create content for you. I'm going to use this one, generate. So I'm going to create from my one line prompt in a few seconds a document, but there's also a third option here. You can import file or URL, so you can enhance your documents, presentations or web pages based on the URL or document you've imported. I'm going to use the second option for this video. So click on generate. It's giving me an option now, and it's asking me, what would I want to generate here? Do I want to generate a presentation, web page, document, or a social media post? I'm going to create a presentation. Now here, the drop down is asking for how many cards you want that presentation to be for. And remember, cards is like slides. So I'm going to choose 4 cards. Yeah, because in my PowerPoint presentation I've got 4 slides. So let's see what it does. The default is the layout. So you want a default, traditional, a tall layout. I'm going to do traditional, and the language is going to be English. I'm going to leave it as is. So I want it to create a presentation, can't spell, on the importance of digital skills in the workplace. There you go. That's what I want it to create. Let's see what happens. So generate this. It's going away. These are my 4 slides, so 4 cards. It's asking us if I want to create another card. I don't. I want to leave it as is. Then if you scroll down a few sections, you can see you can choose the theme for your presentation, I should say. You can view more here by clicking on this button to see. Actually, I quite like the indigo one, so I may choose the indigo one, select that theme just for the purpose of this video. I can go down even more. So amount of text per card, you want it to be brief? Do you want medium type, a medium level of content, or do you want real detailed content on that slide? I'm going to leave it as medium for this video. Yeah, AI images, a source. Do you want those images to be AI images? Do you want you to use the stock photos, web images, so on and so forth, or animated GIFs? I'm going to leave it as AI images for this video. So yeah, so let's make it professional. There we go. All right, okay, so the image model we're going to use is the Flux Fast image model. There's other image models you can use. Ideogram's one, a popular one as well, so is Dolly E3. Ideogram 2 is another one. But check it out, and there's also an advanced mode, but I'm not going to use the advanced mode. I'm just going to create this as is. So I'm going to click on generate. It's now generating your presentation. Now here we go. I'm just going to see what it comes up with. There we go. It's quickly generating those 4 slides. There you go. So my slides are in the left, similar to PowerPoint. So that's the first one, Digital Skills, the New Workplace Imperative by Tectonic. This is an AI generated image, by the way. So the second slide, why digital skills matter, very similar to the PowerPoint presentation I've got. The third one, essential digital skills, communication, collaboration, problem solving. And the last one, upskilling for the future, online courses, workshops, mentorship. So if you want to now save it or download it, at the top right there's 3 options before you do download or save it. You can change the theme, you can share it with colleagues or anybody with the link that you share it with, but there's also an option to preview that presentation, but there's a down arrow here as well. So if I click on the down arrow, there is an option to present in this tab, full screen, present to view. So there's that option there as well, and there's those 3 dots here. So with those 3 dots, or the ellipses I'd like to call it, you can undo the changes, you can undo what you've done. There's a version history, so there's different versions of that presentation that can be saved. There's view source prompt, there's logos, colors, fonts you can change the page setup. There's an export feature, and there's comments you can add, there's analytics you can look at depending on how many people have viewed that link. You can publish this presentation to a site, you can duplicate this gamma. I think each presentation is called a gamma here, and if you don't like the presentation, you can delete the gamma and start again. But what I'm going to do now is export it. Now here it's come up with a pop-up box asking me how do you want to export this? You want to export it as a PDF document, you want to export it as a PowerPoint, or do you want to export it as a PNG? A PNG is an image file type. So I want to export it as a PowerPoint. So I'm just going to click on that, and now it's exporting the PPTX file there. So here we go, the export's ready. Now you can see it's downloaded here. Click on that, and what you can do is hopefully start tinkering with it, start editing it. So every single aspect now is editable for you. The good thing is the AI images, which are really cool. Now, if there's anything you don't like, the way it's written, or for example on the third slide, I noticed something. Actually, it's fine here, but on Gamma, if I went into that third slide, you notice communication wasn't on one line, but in the PowerPoint presentation, it is in fact on one line. And then the last slide, it looks really cool there. But it does give you a watermark, unfortunately, here, which says made with Gamma. But I think the paid version of Gamma, it will remove the watermark for you. But let me just, so very quickly, it's created a really quick PowerPoint presentation for you. I think there is a way to get rid of the logo here. So if you go to View at the top, go to Slide Master, there should be a way to delete the logo from there. So here, it's got the logo. You can delete it from the slide here. You can delete it from this slide here. Hopefully delete it from the slide here, and scroll down to all the slides till that logo has disappeared, which it has. Close your Close Master, Slide Master I should say, or the master view. So this is the template basically you're working with. Close that, and you can see hopefully that logo has vanished from every single slide. So you can really make it your own there. So that's just a really quick video showing you how to use a different tool to create presentations using AI. So it's saved me a lot of time, this has. So yeah, I hope this video has helped you. Please do like, subscribe and share.